I had the chance in Junction City, actually, in my hometown, to get to be a part of something called the Youth Commission, which was a junior form of city government. And it was a chance, there was a city commission's attempt to really kind of get young people interested and engaged in government. And it turns out that government and public service was about helping people, and that was an actual job that you could do. And I thought, well, how cool is that? You can get paid to do this kind of thing and help people. My name is Angel Romero. I'm a proud graduate of Washburn University with my Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and also with my law degree from Washburn School of Law. As I was going through high school, I had the chance to visit Washburn a number of times and really just kind of fell in love with the campus. By the time I was getting ready to go to college, I knew I wanted to study politics, and so in my head, that meant that you had to go to some kind of big school on the East Coast. As luck would have it, I didn't get into the university that I applied to over there, so let's give Washburn a try and see how that goes, and it ended up being the best decision I ever made. I haven't looked back since. I worked for United Way of Greater Topeka as their vice president for resource development, which is the really fancy way of saying fundraising. The cool thing for me is that Washburn's always had that really kind of practical experience and practical outlook on things. So you do all that really important work you need to do in the classroom, but then Washburn and faculty here are really intentional about making sure you get to actually do things hands-on and you get that practical experience in the community. All those things that come into play in my day job about communicating and problem solving and thinking about community challenges. Really, I think I can trace it back to my experiences I had at Washburn. One of the things I really appreciate about the faculty in law school is they really came from a diverse background of folks. And so you had, in that case, folks who had spent time, in a courtroom and litigating and that sort of thing. But you had folks that had worked in business, folks that had worked in government, folks that had worked in the nonprofit side of things. And so you really had kind of a diverse wealth of experiences. I'd say the thing that makes Washburn so different from other schools is really its size and its factor as a small university, a place where you can really get to know people, build relationships, and really get to connect with people in a way that you wouldn't in other places. And of course, that affordability, the fact that, I had the chance to, as I visit with people who went to other institutions and realize how fortunate I was to have so much of my education covered by scholarships. You belong at Washburn.